What is hatching, Toga peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with our GBA Season 9 Week 2 Team Builder against the one and only Vitamus Prime and the San Diego Chimchargers. Now, we have not beat MV in our long stint in the GBA. We've played almost every season we've been in it together, I think. I don't remember. So really want to lay the smackdown on his Rudy Poo candy anus this time. So let's take a look at the team he has that we need to build against. His team is Giratina Origin Form, Ho-Oh, Mega Deoncy, Alolan Muck, Keldeo, Bronzong, Shaman, Dugtrio, Raikou, Haxorus, and Smeargle. Haxorus and Keldeo are his possible Z-Mons. So, first thing we see on this team is that the first three things he drafted are the only means he has of removing hazards. One is just a magic bouncer, and the other two are defoggers, Ho-Oh being one of those. So, one of his top tier threats takes 50% to rocks, so that is fantastic, and we definitely have that built into this team, as you will see. Now, first off, we have El Scizor, and this is just regular form Scizor, but it's Mega Scizor with that Technician, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Swords Dance, and Roost. This thing gets to set up on a few things on his team. Bronzong really doesn't have much for us outside of the possible outside HP Fire. Alolan Muck doesn't have a lot. I mean, it's got Fire Punch, but we can take some hits. It's not an ideal situation should that happen, but not something we want to be setting up on. Mega Deoncy, if he brings it, very unlikely that it will be staying in, with the fear of getting bullet punched in the face. Alright, and I gotta find my mouse. Where did it go? There it is. Next, we are bringing the bold and beautiful Strawberry Miltank. Leftovers, Thick Fat, Stealth Rock, Thunderwave, Body Slam, and Milk Drink. Fully defensive, Impish Nature, near max HP, 252 in the defense, and leftovers going in the special defense. This thing's job is just to come in, just to set up rocks ultimately, and keep rocks on the field. In team building, Thick Fat and Scrappy were bounced back and forth. I really like the Thick Fat on it because it gives it a lot more survival. It gives it more survivability against Ho-Oh's Sacred Fires. So that's awesome. It gives us the opportunity to come in, I believe, take 2 at the outside of a banded set, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't see him bringing band, seeing that Ho-Oh's speed is only 90. He's going to need that thing most likely to be scarfed if he's running an offensive variant, and why wouldn't you if you're bringing it? But he might not run a scarf set, who knows? But that's what we got. Stealth Rock, T-Wave, Body Slam, Milk Drink. T-Wave, because we haven't been getting terribly lucky with the Body Slam pairs, even though 30%. That's okay, though. Really like Miltank's got that 100 base speed for a wall, and that's just beautiful. So, Strawberry being awesome. Next, we have Ariel, the Melodic, Flame Orb, Marvel Scale, Dragon Tail, Surf, Ice Beam, and Recover. I really toyed around with a Coil set because Coil, Hydro Pump, Blizzard, and Recover does a number to this team of his. I mean, hits Giratina-o with Blizzard, hits Ho-Oh with Hydro Pump, hits Mega Deoncy super effective with Hydro Pump. Keldeo actually was the big stop in picking that, because Keldeo just kind of come in, laughed, and punched us in the face. Bronzong, Shaman, Dugtrio, Haxorus, I'll take super effective hits to those 2 moves. But we did need this to be a little more tanky as opposed to offensive this week. We do not want to net burns. Repeat, do not want to net burns, which is why we brought Surf over Scald, plus the little bit of boost in the power there. Repeat, I do not want to net burns against the majority of his team. If need be, I want to be able to paralyze it, which is why we are not running Scald. So, if you want to know why, that's why. Dragon Tail to phase his team around. I really don't see him switching a Mega Deontay into this, so I pretty much have free reign to just Dragon Tail his team around. If rocks are up, we can get that residual damage, which is just lovely. But the set we have as far as the IV investment, no, the EV investment, good lord. It's late, I'm sorry. 244 to get us to an even HP, or an odd HP. Man, it was a long day at work, I apologize. Plus defense, nature, bold, 84 IVs there, IVs there, 180 in special defense. And I apologize, I don't remember what that exact combination was for, but I believe it allows us to survive both a Thunderbolt from Raikou, as well as give us good survivability against Ho-Oh should he be using Sacred Fire or Brave Bird, all the things, which is the only move that Ho-Oh should use. Throw out the Fizzy. Next, we have Sean Connery, the Battle Bond Greninja with that Expert Belt again. Just like before, the water-ice coverage against this team is just fantastic. Dark Pulse hits one of the few things that doesn't get hit super effective, which is Bronzong. Again, Keldeo really stands in the way of this set because it takes everything outside of the U-turn for resisted damage, and that's no bueno. And if he's going to be bringing Keldeo, even though it is a Z move user of his, I don't think he needs the Z Crystal on it as much as I think if he isn't running Scarf Ho-Oh, I think Scarf Keldeo is going to be a really good bet for him against my team. So there's thought there, because between Icy Wind, Secret Sword, and Scald Surf Hydro Pump, that just does a number against us. But we are running the Timid Nature with the aforementioned moves, 244 in speed, 252 in special attack, and that is enough for us to outpace Dugtrio before we Battle Bond activates. 190, if I'm not mistaken, will always outpace any non-Scarf Dugtrio. Disclaimer. Next, we are going into Scarfzilla, and I'm not sure if this set will be coming this week. This was what we team built and worked the best, but I also think that Scarf Shaman may be a better bet, because if you bring something like Scarf Keldeo, I have nothing at the moment to outpace it because I don't have a Scarfer. So just the ability for this to come in and Scarf Air Slash things is just really good, because Raikou and Bronzong, and Mega Deontay, so he has 3 things on his team that resist the Air Slash. So I'm not 100% sold on the Tailwind. Like I said, we tested and it worked well late game. Once we got the chance to set up the Tailwind, not 100% certain. Bring the Shark Beak. Yeah, Shark Beak. No, stop. The Shark Beak. Bring the Shark Beep. Sharp Beak. Yeah, you guys can tell me how mentally handicapped I am in the comment section down below, and I will give them all a thumbs up and high five. But Sharp Beak to bluff specs, possibly, with Air Slash, or just be enough little extra damage that he might think I am a modest Scarfer outside of a Timid one. That's pretty much what that was designed for, to hide Tailwind till the end of the game to bluff a Scarf, because the name's Scarfzilla. But that's the thought behind it. We got that 190 speed. It was 190. Yep, 190 was what we needed to always outpace a non-Scarf Dugtrio. So that's why we're at that speed tier. And you're going to see, again, that's on Toshington, our Zeraora. And this was the last name, the last name of the user who recommended my favorite name, even though I wasn't as fond of the name he recommended as I was his last name. So Toshington is going to be Zeraora at least for this week, and really hoping to get some use out of it because it just hits things hard. Now, what we're looking at right now, slight interesting set. Plasma Fist knockoff Outrage with the Volt Switch and Lumberry. I may very well switch that out for Dragonium Z, because Zeraora is one of our Z move users. So it does have that availability, and I just like the ability to drop an Outrage on something. Specifically Giratina-o in the event that is one of his more bulky mons, because 150 HP, 100 defense, it is just a thick boy. So that is what we're looking at here. Again, enough speed to outspeed Dugtrio any day of the week that isn't Scarfed, and that allows us to run Adamant, which gives us 180 base attack to work with, and that is just magnifico. Volt Switch thrown in there just to give us some initiative. Volt Absorb, because we don't want Raikou just dropping Thunderbolts for days, because I just see that happening. After the subset that destroyed us last week on the Suicune, I'm half expecting to see a sub Raikou. It comes in on quite a few things on the team, especially if it comes in unknown as what it could be. Bluffing the Scarf and just going for a sub on the Switch, it scares out a lot of things on this team. So, looking for things like that. Raikou, I don't know that Shaman will come this week. It very well could. 2 bulk hits from Toshington, come in against Strawberry, possibly. We could see it. Shaman's a bulky boy and could also be another Scarf option. He has so many useful Scarfers on his team. He's got that Alola Muck. Again, Keldeo. Half expect to see, again, Giratina-o, Ho-Oh. I don't know about Mega Deontay since we have Mega Beedrill. Mega Scizor. Probably bring a Alolan Muck, because we do not have, I don't think we have a Fairy type on the team. Do we have Fairy type on the team? Yeah, we probably do. Do we have a Fairy type on the team? Where's my list at? We do not have a Fairy type on the team. Okay. Yeah, Togekiss. What am I thinking? But Togekiss gets booty for Fairy type moves. So we could very well see it. I mean, plus it's neutral hit anyways. Alola Muck, those stab sucker punches late game, could see him coming in. As well as the Shadow Sneak. A possibility. Just some really hard hitting priority moves that isn't spread wide across his team. I don't know that he'll bring Haxorus. Our team handles Haxorus pretty well. Unless he has some like ridiculous tech, I don't see Smeargle coming. Dugtrio is a 50-50. If he doesn't bring Dugtrio we can just Plasma Fist for... Plasma Fist? Is that what? Yeah, Plasma Fist for days with Toshington. So, yeah. I don't know. So, I half expect Giratina-o, Ho-Oh, Alolan Muck, possibly Keldeo, Bronzong because Steel type, Dugtrio or Raikou probably, maybe Shaman. I don't see Haxorus, Smeargle, or Mega Deontay coming for sure. But Shaman, Dugtrio, and Raikou, all good additions to the team for him. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about the prep. Let me know what you think about that Scarfzilla Shaman set, whether or not you think that's what we should bring, or just the standard Scarf and Air Slash, all the things, and Burb spam for days. But I'm OldManTup, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.